Now, former Nigerian president and chairman of the Zero Hunger Strategic Forum, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, is encouraging the governments of Benue, Ebonyi and Nasarawa states to lead the campaign on food security. Chief Obasanjo, who was in Benue State, indicated ways food production can be boosted.
Former President Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, in company of Governor Samuel Otom, David Umahi of Ebonyi State, and Senator Abdullahi Adamu, toured the soya beans oil mill, fertilizer processing plant, and the Oracle farms. After the tour, the technical session of the Strategic Zero Hunger Forum convenes at the Government House, Makurdi, to appraise the efforts of the Benue State government.
One of the things we have learned, sir, is the genuine and fantastic ways to manage the contentious issues of cow rearing in our country. It has demonstrated that it's possible and it's doable. And so we are encouraged and we've learned it, and I told my people, this is the way to go.
The host governor lists benefits of the Zero Hunger strategy, which is beginning to impact local investment positively.
Today we went out, the Serap oil mill talked about the challenge they had. Baba, as we left the mill, he put a call across to the Central Bank governor. And the Central Bank governor told him to tell the man to bring an application.
Addressing participants on the gains of the session, Chief Obasanjo advised government to encourage entrepreneurial growth instead of active participation in agricultural production.
One of the things that we are not doing well that we should throw out is that government is a poor producer in agriculture. Government should be an enabler, a catalyst, an empowerer, but not a producer. Encourage your entrepreneur among your people.
Food security remains a priority for the Buhari's administration, one which is an achievable goal given adequate and informed involvement from the federal government and private sector.
And now to power, where electricity distribution companies that fail to meet the metering mandate run the risk of sanctions. The Minister of Power, Works and Housing said this in Enugu at the 16th monthly meeting of operators in the industry. Mr. Babatunde Fashola explained that the federal government has zero tolerance for corruption in the sector.
It's another gathering of stakeholders in the power industry, but this time at the Iguaji Transmission Station, Enugu State.
So as we are working to get the lines.
According to the Minister of Power, Works and Housing, Mr. Babatunde Fashola, the federal government has zero tolerance for corruption in the power sector, including consumers.
My public appeal to members of the public to extend the whistle-blowing policy of the federal government to those who are stealing energy. Let us know your neighbor who is using electricity and is not paying for it, because you are probably carrying his own cost.
The minister also said he's determined to sanction the electricity distribution companies who fail to comply with government directives.
I am getting a lot of complaints about people who have prepaid meters being disconnected. But next month, if nothing is done by those discos to quickly address it, I will make them public. I'm giving them the opportunity to quickly look inwards and see what they can do. Somebody who has a prepaid meter has no business with disconnection.
Also, the managing director of Niger Delta Power Holding Company noted progress in the National Integrated Power Project addressing power issues in Ibadan line to Magboro, Okija Distribution Substation and Aloji in Onitsha, amongst others, to be completed in the first quarter of 2018.
We're doing a substation by bringing down the power from the line, turn it in to Ihiala, and then before it goes back up to Onitsha. So we have a 33 kV station. From that 33 kV station, we now have a line going from Ihiala to Newi to supply the Newi community.
With the progress recorded at the meeting today, Nigerians are hopeful that words will be matched with action to improve the performance of the power sector.
Let's go to Enugu State, where Governor Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi wants every Nigerian to join the campaign against human trafficking and child labor. Governor believes that trafficking in persons is a serious crime and a violation of human rights. And he promised to work with the National Agency for the Prohibition of Trafficking in Persons, NAPTIP, in the area of capacity building.
The National Agency for Trafficking in Persons, a body saddled with the responsibility of clamping down on human trafficking and child labor, had since inception adopted its 4 Ps: prevention, protection, prosecution and partnership to ensure maximum realization of its mandate. That's why the delegation is in Enugu to seek a working relationship with the state government. At the executive chambers is an exchange of pleasantries, a warm reception from Governor Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi. NAPTIP boss gets right down to business on the essence of her visit.
The responsibility of tackling this menace is a collective one. There is need, therefore, to take a holistic and coordinated approach to addressing the predisposing factors such as poverty, illiteracy, ignorance, unemployment, and the gradual erosion of our cultural and ethical values.
For Governor Ugwuanyi, it's a fight to finish as he raises his campaign placard against human trafficking and child labor. He says funds will be made available through the state supplementary budget to support the agency.
I do believe, however, that the price of containing human trafficking in Nigeria should not be left on NAPTIP alone. Rather, it calls for the sustained cooperation and commitment of all Nigerians, as well as relevant government and non-government agencies, especially in the area of capacity building and intelligence sharing. In this wise, I want to assure you of the continued assistance, support and partnership of the Enugu State government towards the successful and satisfactory discharge of this responsibility, especially within the confines of the state.
NAPTIP is extending its partnership to all Nigerians with the hope of bringing the menace of trafficking to the barest minimum. The agency's goal is to eradicate it altogether.
The Bauchi State Governor Mohammed Abubakar is proposing the establishment of a gas training center to produce hydrocarbon gas in commercial quantity. During a courtesy visit to him by a delegation from the Department of Petroleum Resources, Governor Abubakar explained that the NNPC is already sourcing data acquisition that will enable drilling of hydrocarbon in Bauchi. He's optimistic that the state will become the next center for hydrocarbon exploration.
The ministry and the Bauchi State government in two respects. One, I was in the office of the Minister of Petroleum Resources. I went specifically to propose to him cooperation between the ministry and Bauchi State government in two respects. One is the production of biofuel, which I know for a fact that is one of the mandates that have recently been given to the Ministry of Petroleum Resources. We have the land, arable land, that can be used in producing this biofuel. So we have the land, we have the manpower, all we lack are the resources to ensure that you produce the crops that at the end of the day will now be able to help in producing this biofuel. The second aspect was I went cap in hand, offering our collaboration to host the establishment of a gas training center in Bauchi State. I have offered, like I did with the Nigerian Air Force, to provide all the land that is required for the establishment of this gas institution.